I obviously know a lot of the guys, so I knew how they were going to play, their style of play, and I knew it was going to be a tough matchup. I thought the game was a little out of hand for us. They pushed the game. They really controlled the game, and I was happy that the guys still fought, even though we ended up being down 2-0 with a little bit to play.
That was Scott Angevino, local Kansas City product and goalkeeper for the Des Moines Menace, talking about tonight's U.S. Open Cup match between Sporting Kansas City and the Des Moines Menace. Hello, I'm Ben Gartland with Grace Rogers, talking on the last touch about the United States Open Cup match. Sporting Kansas City downs the USLPDL side, Des Moines Menace, 2-0 off of goals from Claudio Bieler and Kai Kamara. So, Grace, what was your overall thoughts on the match tonight?
I thought it was a really good chance to see some of the guys who don't get a lot of time play. Specifically, we wrote down Thomas and Lopez both really kind of impressed us. Thomas, I don't think, had a bad touch until after the 20th minute or something like that. And it was nice to see the new draft pick, Mikey Lopez, get a little bit of chance to play too. And then also, Chance Myers up at forward was kind of a change, but one that I actually surprisingly liked quite a bit.
Well, you like everything about Chance Myers.
Okay, as a player in this game, I liked Chance Myers as the winger.
Yeah, that was a very good decision. We were a bit low on reserve forward options with Sudi Saad being on international duty with Lebanon. And if you remember against Stoke City last year, Kyle Miller, a normal defender, went and played winger in that match. So it's not out of the ordinary for Vermees to move some of his fullbacks up to the wing spot. And Chance Myers did pretty well. He was subbed off in the second half, but he still played a pretty good match. One thing I was really impressed with, and this kind of has to do with the game, but it was the Des Moines fans. They brought a lot of people. They brought more people than most MLS away supporters do. The Red Army coming out from Des Moines for a fourth-tier program according to U.S. Soccer. This is really very good for the future of United States soccer, seeing some of these lower-level teams get a lot of fan support and playing some of these high-profile games.
Yeah, and Peter Vermees in the post-game interview compared this game to an MLS Cup of sorts for these lower division teams, not in a derogatory way, but just because they want to come out here and show what they've got. And I think that's true for the fans as well, especially since Des Moines isn't that far away. Seeing that big of a number come down was really impressive.
Indeed. And now moving on to the next match, we have Orlando City coming to Sporting Park on June 12th, and that's featuring some of the Sporting's loanees and Dom Duarte and Yang Songo and John Kempen, who are all cap tied to Orlando City. And according to Peter Vermees, no decision has been made yet on who's going and whether they're going to play against Sporting Kansas City or not, but that'll be interesting either way just because of their partnership.
Absolutely. I know I was even part of the misinformation. There's a lot of confusion about whether or not those loanees were going to be able to play, and Vermees did say that it's up to the league and it's their decision, so we'll have to see. But honestly, I kind of hope that they do get to play. I'd really like to see how Sporting matches up against the likes of Dom Dwyer on this Orlando City side. As we all know, he's already, broken the record for goals scored in a season in 11 games or something like that. So it'd be really interesting to see how we match up against that kind of a team.
Definitely. He's already got 3 goals in the U.S. Open Cup, 2 tonight, then 1 in the second round. Very impressive showing from Dom Dwyer, Sporting Kansas City's first-round draft pick last year. And it will be very interesting to see if Dom Dwyer and Jan Songo and John Kempen can play against Sporting Kansas City on June 12th. And some other U.S. Open Cup action. A fair number of MLS teams falling tonight. Colorado, of course, losing to Orlando City. Chivas USA, as of right now, is losing to the Los Angeles Blues. San Jose lost to Charleston, I believe. So, yeah, a lot of
DC barely wins on PKs. It was quite the night for the U.S. Open Cup, I would say.
Quite the night, indeed. And it's very similar to last year. Had a lot of upsets in the third and fourth round. So it'll be interesting to see how many of these lower-level teams go and move forward, and maybe that'll make the field easier for Sporting Kansas City going forward.
Absolutely. Well, going into this weekend's match against Montreal and other upcoming USOC matches, it'll be interesting to see the lineups that are put out as well as the competition that progresses. So I think tonight was a very good example.
All right, so that's all from us from the Distributor Network. I'm Ben Gartland.
I'm Grace Rogers.
And this has been The Last Touch.